This is my most favorite look, okay? Every time I wear this, I feel like I'm giving this traditional baddie vibe. I feel so powerful. I feel so sultry. Like, this is my favorite look, okay? Like, I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror whenever I wear this. That's how much I love myself in this look. And I thought this particular festive season is the right time to upload a tutorial for this, because you people always ask me to, create this makeup in the long format, explaining how I do it. Okay, so I thought, okay, this is the right time to post this tutorial, so I posted it. And one thing I have to say, this is not a beginner friendly look. Okay, so you have to try it 2 to 3 times prior to the actual day, so that you don't mess up your makeup on the D-day. Okay, so always make sure to try this look couple of times before the actual festival. Okay, and one more thing, no matter what your eye shape is, this eye look is going to look great on you. But you need to understand one thing, that the level of smudge and the intensity of the kohl should be determined by you. You should try different levels and then see which is the most flattering on you, your face shape or your eye shape, and then stick to that. Okay, so yeah, those are the 2 things that you need to keep in mind while doing this look. Okay, I'm saying this again, this will look great on everyone. Just that, try, practice, and finalize the level of smudge and the level of intensity, kajal intensity that your eyes can carry. Then you are going to keep this look as your signature traditional look. Trust me on that. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. But before that, if this is the first time you're watching me, hi, I'm Soundarya. I make unfiltered and relevant beauty content here on YouTube and on Instagram. If that sounds like your thing, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and hit follow on my Instagram. Now, without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, I did change the background and lighting a bit. Let me know whether you people find this good, or should we try something else. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. I've just washed my face, and I actually worn this lens, okay, which is in the shade Mystery Hazel, and I literally looked like Nagin. You know, it is a light brown olivish color. I'm like, I couldn't stand my eyes anymore, and then I removed it. So we are going to operate with our own black beautiful eyes. Okay, so now first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a moisturizer, a very lightweight moisturizer that is cream based, because for me my skin is a little bit dehydrated, so I need something with a cream base, and also something that is very light and weight. So I'm using this one from Foxtail. Okay, so I applied generous amount of moisturizer, and I'm going to wait for it to get absorbed. Okay, so yeah, then I'm going to use a lip balm to moisturize my lips. It's been so long since I ever did a makeup tutorial. To be very honest, doing makeup tutorials is my thing, but because of the engagement, views and things, those performance metrics, I stopped doing it, because long format makeup tutorial is no longer loved by many, so I stopped it. But today I feel like I should do it often, because this is where I feel myself. So I'm thinking to do this more often, like long format makeup tutorial, teaching makeup looks. Okay, now that the moisturizer absorbed really well, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild primer essence as a primary primer. I usually use 2 primers. I don't know why, but I started using this together with my other primers, and I really love the result. So I'm just going to take a little bit. This is more like an essence, and you have to apply it on top of your moisturizer or sunscreen like you do your toner. Okay, after that got absorbed into my skin, I'm going to use this Insight Pore Minimizer Primer. This is a very good blurring primer. I really love this one. I'm going to focus this on the center of my face and also on my under eyes, because I do have some fine lines and things. So, and I'm going to press, pat and blend. You always need to ensure that you, like, when you are blending your primer, make sure to press and blend. Also, after priming your skin, make sure to let it rest for at least 2 minutes. Okay, So the primer settled down. I'm going to color correct my face using e.l.f. orange corrector. I'll be applying this on the areas where I have hyperpigmentation. We're going to blend this using a concealer brush. This is from Cuffs and Lashes. It's their 5019. I'm just going to blend this. Once that is done, we are going to move on and use a foundation. I'm using this Color Chemistry foundation in the shade Peanut. This is a very good shade match for me, and I love the kind of coverage that it gives, and also the finish is again something that I really love. I'm just going to take a little bit. I'll use this. If I need more, I'll add more, because we are also going to use concealer today. This shade may seem a little lighter, but once I blend and let it set, it settles down as a very good match. So yeah, this is one of my favorite foundations. I'm going to be blending this using this pack 231. By far my most favorite foundation brush is this one. I'll do a video on brushes, okay? With whatever left on the brush, just go around your eyes. This will provide a little bit of a coverage, which is obviously helpful. And next up, we are going to use concealers. For that, I'm taking these two. This one is from Makeup Revolution. It's their IRL Filter Finish Concealer in shade C13.2, and this is Mars Cancel Concealer in shade 08. Now, this is out of stock everywhere, so you can use pack Takeover Concealer in shade 16 Coffee Bean, which is again a very good match for me. I'm going to dot this concealer a little bit here, okay, and then I don't think I need it there, but still I did it. Little bit here, a little bit here. There is a little bit of pigmentation peeking through, so I'm using it there, okay? And I'm going to use the same Cuffs and Lashes concealer brush to blend this in. If you are someone who is okay with the coverage that foundation has already provided, then move ahead and use your brightening concealer. But if you are someone like me who needs some extra coverage, then go in for a shade matching concealer to get that extra coverage, and then go in with the brightening concealer. I'm going to do things a little different today so that it will be easy for you all, okay? So I'm gonna start with my eyes, and for that I'm using these two products. This is Inside Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and this is the shade Smoky Whisper, which has got a beautiful black, very pigmented black, and a brown that will work on my skin tone, and a lighter shade, which is good. And I'm taking this Miss Claire eyeshadow in the shade 209. Basically, you need a black eyeshadow and two browns. One should be a deeper brown and one should be a brown like this, a medium brown that will show up on your skin, okay? So you can use any palette. You just need these three eyeshadows, okay? So yeah, let's start with this brown, this one. This is the shade Pecan, okay? So I'm going to use this brush from Pro Arte. This is AE25. It is a shader blender brush. I'm going to pick this color using this brush. Dust off the excess. I'm going to apply this shade on my eyelids. Like pack and apply this shade on your eyelids, okay? Okay, this is how it looks. It doesn't have to be seamless and all that. Let it be like that. You don't have to set your eyelids with powder before starting with this, because you know, if you set it with powder, then the eyeshadow will not stick onto your eyelids so well and give 100% pigment. If you don't set it, then the eyeshadows will adhere better. But if you are working with colored eyeshadows, then don't take this risk. Always make sure to set and then move in with your colored eyeshadows, okay? And since I'm wearing something like mocha moussey color, I'm doing it in brown. But if you are wearing any cool toned colors, you can even do in pink or purple color or any color of your choice. Okay, just the techniques should be same, but you can go ahead and switch up the colors. Okay, so yeah, now with the tip, the beauty of a shader blender brush is that you can pack on the color and you can also blend it. Okay, so I'm going to use the tip of this brush to mix these two shades, like dip in both the shades back and forth, and that's how you mix a shade. Okay, and then I'm going to use this tip to blend the edge. Now it's time to pull out your kajal. Again, I'm using black because I want a black smoky eyes, smudged coal eyes today. You can go ahead and use any color of your choice. I'm going to use this Faye Beauty Ideal Intense Kajal in the shade black. Now this is a very good kajal if you want to go in for a smoky eye or anything like that, because this gives you enough playtime to smudge and work. And yeah, it's such a beautiful kajal and it will set afterwards. It gives playtime, that is very important. First, what you need to do is draw a line. And one more thing, I thought this one is a sharpenable kajal and I sharpened it. Seems that it is a retractable one, you should retract it like that. But I sharpened it and I ruined the packaging. Anyway, use your ring finger and do this motion, like, okay, smudge it a little bit. When you are doing it on the outer side, make sure to go this side. Just don't overdo it. Make sure to not go beyond the first fold of your eyelid. Okay, now since this kajal is a self-setting kajal, it's settled down. Now what you're going to do is take the same kajal and draw a thin, very thin line. Okay, so the line I drew just now is thinner than the line I drew previously, so make sure to keep that in mind as well. Now take a small angled brush. This is from a local market. Okay, you can get a lot of angled brush like this. This has to be stiff. Pick your black eyeshadow using this brush and stamp that black eyeshadow on the line that you drew previously. This will intensify the line and it will also help us in creating that gradient. I'll show you how. Now what we are going to do is take the same kajal and apply it on your lower waterline. Make sure to connect the kajal with the upper one, because if not, it is going to look a little bit weird. Once you tight lined the waterline, I'm going to take the kajal a bit lower and apply it on my lower lash line as well, like a thick, like that. Now take a small brush like this and then pick the dark brown eyeshadow that you have. This brush is from a set. And then apply it on your lower lash line. Don't smoke it a lot, just a little bit. Okay, you can use the same brown that you used on your eyelid. I am someone who generally prefers a cool brown on her lower lash line, so that's the reason why I'm picking a cool brown. But you can, yeah, go ahead and use the same brown that you used on your eyelid. Now once you've done that, take the brown eyeshadow using the same brush, and the place where the smudged gold and the black eyeshadow meets, you need to smudge and apply this eyeshadow a bit. Now you can skip this step if you are a beginner. Okay, just don't complicate it. You can skip this if you are a beginner. I'll finish this eye off camera and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Now what I'm going to do is use a highlighting concealer underneath. Okay, I'm going to place it over here and a little bit here, 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 and here. Meanwhile it is sitting there, I'm going to use a blush. Okay, this is elf blush in the shade I think suave mauve, some mauve color, and I'm going to mix it with Fay Beauty's Nutty. Okay, I just need a simple nude blush type of thing, so that's the reason why I'm mixing these two. I'm going to use a blush to blend this. Okay, once that got blended, I'm going to use this Mars BRF09 brush to blend this highlighting concealer. I'm using a smaller brush because we don't need our highlighting concealer everywhere, right? So yeah, that's the reason why I'm using smaller brush. Take the brush with which you blended your blush and then blend it again for that seamless finish. Okay, I would suggest you not skip highlighting concealer for this look because with smoky eyes your eyes will pull down a bit. Only highlighting concealers can make your under eyes look bright and popping. So always make sure to use an highlighting concealer if you are doing a smudged cool look. Let the concealer and blush sit and dry down a bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to do bronzer sort of a thing. This is just Gold Sculpt Pro Silky Bronzing Cream. This is in the shade 04 Espresso. Yeah, 04 Espresso. I'm just going to dot a bit, and I don't do this much, okay, just a bit. The blush and the highlighting concealer will already give you some good amount of definition, so you don't really need to go in for this, but still it is going to, like, it's festive season, okay, we are going to be elevated a bit, so yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this. The brush I'm using is actually from a set. Nicely blend this product into your hairline. While you're doing your nose, make sure to connect it to your eyebrow so that it looks seamless and nice. I usually don't contour my nose now, it looks pretty slim, right? But anyway, now take your foundation brush and go over everything. This will make sure that your base is seamless and well blended. I feel I can add a little bit of concealer on the center of my nose because I did mess up with the contour a bit there. Now it's better. Now I'm going to finally set my face using this Nykaa matte to last powder. This is a very good matte finish powder that is going to brighten your under eyes and set it really well. So yeah, I'm going to set my face using this, and what I'm going to do is first take a brush like this. This is Sugar 006 face brush. I'm gonna coat the powder really well on this brush. Take any brush of your choice, your foundation brush or any brush, and then pull the skin a bit and blend if you have any creases. And then while holding that, take the powder brush that you coated with powder and then start setting your face. Now I'm going to set my T-zone really well. Now I'm also going to set the smile lines, the corner of my nose. Once you set your base with powder brush, it's time to take some powder on your powder puff, okay? Dab off the excess and then set it really well. Make sure to set near your eyebrows as well, because if you haven't noticed already, we didn't do our eyebrows yet. So if you set this place, it will be easy for us to use an eyebrow pencil. Otherwise, it will slip and slide away. Okay. Okay, this is how your face looks after setting. You can also go ahead and set your blush and contour, but today I'm not going to use any highlighter, so for that reason I'm not going to set those places. Okay, so now, as I already mentioned, we are going to use an eyebrow pencil. Make sure to use a brown pencil and try to keep the eyebrows well filled yet natural looking, not. Next, I'm going to use mascara. This is Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. Okay, at this point, if you have any kind of changes that you want to do with your eyes, you can go ahead and do. I just want to just smoke my lower lash line a bit. I'm going to use this dark brown eyeshadow and I'm going to just use this Prosh P24 brush to kind of blend and smoke the lower lash line a bit. Okay, let's move on to the lips. Okay, for lips I'm going to do a brown nude. Again, here if you are wearing anything pink or purple, you can do different lip colors as well. Okay, since I'm wearing something brown, I'm going to do a brown lip. First, I'm going to line my lips using this Swiss Beauty Dark Chocolate Lip Liner. I forgot to wear my mic. I'm extremely sorry. I do this often. Smudge and blend it a bit, and then I'm going to use this Lakme Brown Walnut lipstick. Very beautiful brown nude. Okay, this is the lip combo. I love this. I love this lip combo, and I'm going to use this Swiss Beauty Select Prep Set Matte Fixing Spray today to set my entire face. This will, set and make your makeup last longer. I love this one. Make sure to apply enough, okay, and then dry it. Usually when you're applying setting mist, you just leave one side. I feel my left is left out, so I'm just applying a bit more. I think I'm gonna go in with the smaller one because I'm not sure about this big. It is not taking away the focus from eyes, right? So I'll stick with this. Now the setting mist is around 90% dry. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of powder and apply it on my T-zone. And I am sticking with this bindi because this gives that traditional baddie vibe, na? So yeah, I'm liking this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all found this video useful and informative. Let me know what are the other makeup looks that you want me to create. I would love to do that for you all. And to be very honest, I feel like myself when I'm filming this long format makeup tutorial, because I miss filming these type of videos so much. I love filming long format makeup looks. Like, I love teaching makeup looks, but these days the algorithm, okay, so yeah, let me know if you want me to create more makeup looks in the long format. I would love to do. Okay, yeah, I'll meet you all in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye.